Hi, this is Mike from earartonline.com, and I've been in business about 17 years or so, and for the last 15 years I've been full-time. The first instance that I went full-time was when I was contracted with the Bay Area Renaissance Festival down here in Tampa, Florida, where I'm filming this video right now. So this area has a real special place in my heart because I decided to take a leap of faith, 15 years ago and travel 12,000 miles to get down here to Tampa and start my own business full time and chuck everything else to the wind. So everything was going swimmingly. We added many venues along the way, and now we do business from Holly, Michigan, all the way down to Sarasota, Florida, and all kinds of points in between, in Tennessee and in Ohio and so forth. Pennsylvania, of course, that's where I live. But everything kind of came to a screeching halt here on March 17th when I got notice from my vending coordinator at Bay Area Renaissance Festival that they were going to cancel the last 2 weeks of the fair, of the Renaissance Festival that I do. I'm a Renaissance artisan. I, of course, make and sell jewelry, mostly at Renaissance fairs, Celtic events, some art festivals, that sort of thing, biker rallies, that sort of thing. So anyway, things came to a screeching halt. Money stopped coming in on that time, on that date of March 17th. And government hasn't been a whole lot of help. Finally got the stimulus, finally got a grant that I applied for, although it was only 1/10 of what it was supposed to be. Anyway, a lot of fear of the unknown, a lot of, what are we going to do next? How are we going to have some cash flow coming in? That sort of thing was going through my mind. And it is, with this COVID-19 pandemic, being that it's unprecedented, nobody knows what's going on, which just adds to the confusion of the whole thing and where it's all going to end up. And basically, all of my venues right now have either canceled for the rest of the year or postponed until like mid-August. And let's hope that possibly we'll be able to start back doing what we do at that time, but who knows if there's any flare-ups or whatever. Anyway, with all this running through my brain, I was wondering, how am I going to survive this stay-at-home, sequester in place type of thing that was enforced pretty much across the United States and most of the world. I thought about a lot of things, but what I do is make jewelry. So I started to think in those directions with the help of a few of my friends and workers that work with me. Some ideas I kicked around and bounced off of them, and they bounced off of me. And I decided to come up with something that would commemorate the fear of the unknown, the hoarding, which was sort of a watermark of what was going on. I'm sure everybody heard about the hoarding of toilet paper, and I've heard stories of truckloads of toilet paper leaving Sam's Club. A whole bed of a truck loaded. And it's still going on now. Today is May 14th. So it's been practically a couple months, and there's still a shortage. Some friends of mine down in the Fort Lauderdale area were relegated to using paper towels for their business if they could find those. So it's just kind of a goofy thing. Who would think hoarding toilet paper? Anyway, so the fear of the unknown, the hoarding that was going on and still is going on, sort of historic events, and how everybody just kind of took that survivor attitude and pretty much, whatever's going to take, that's what we're going to do, type of thing. So those kind of things were running through my mind when this COVID-19 pandemic first hit us. But I also wanted to design something that had hope and creativity, and something that would tie in the whole world and the human spirit. So what I came up with is I decided to do a metal stamping in sterling silver. I designed the COVID-19 Survivor 2020 pendant necklace, which is a metal stamp that I had made, and this is it right here. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but I'll hold it up here where you can see. But it's a roll of toilet paper with the words COVID-19 Survivor 2020 on it. And so I had that specially designed. This is a custom stamp, costs a lot of money. Basically, the stamping, once it's done, will look like this here. Again, I don't know if you can see that good in the camera or not, but that's about as far as I can reach over to the cameras to show you. So that's the design that I came up with to kind of do what I do, make some jewelry, mark a historic event, something that's unique and never happened before to all of us across the world. And another custom stamp that I got, I didn't design it, but it is a custom stamp, is a design that is cross-cultural, goes back many centuries, and is a symbol of individuality and creativity, as well as a oneness, tying together of all people, and rooted in the undying human spirit. And that symbol is the tree of life. And I'll hold this one up to the camera here, see if you can see it. But this is another custom stamp I had. And I love anytime I can make jewelry that you can wear a bunch of different ways, just like with my ear sweeps, where you can wear them with or without piercings. This necklace and earring set you can also wear either as the COVID-19 Survivor 2020 on the outward side, or you can turn it around and wear it as a Tree of Life necklace and earring set. And I'll hold this up to the camera here so you can see that as well, hopefully. But we, my wife and I, and EarArt and EarArtOnline.com love the Tree of Life because of its symbolic nature, and has a lot of meaning for us. So that's where the thought process went in creating this jewelry set that I have featured on the front page of my website, EarArtOnline.com. And I just wanted to kind of give you a little insight as to how that was created. And real quickly, I'll show you how I make one. I had to design something that would give me some reliability in the stamping process. If you've ever tried to stamp metal, a lot of things can go wrong. So hopefully I can show you here in one shot how everything can go right. Firstly, by getting the sterling silver blank out of the bag. Beautiful piece of sterling silver. Already has a hole in it, stamped 925, 92.5% silver. That's what sterling is. And we're going to load it into our holder here. Try to get it as centered as possible. Take our COVID-19 2020 stamp, put it down in the holder, keep everything very still and in place. And I'm using this two pound dead strike or dead blow hammer, the brass end on it. We're just going to give it a whack and see if we got it right. Beautiful. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but hopefully you will. I'll hold it up to the light here and up to the camera. Now there's a little bit more to the process. I won't bore you with what that is, but basically I take something called liver of sulfur, and it's nasty, smelly stuff, and I use a Q-tip and put it in all the lines in there and leave it set. And what it does is it causes the silver to patina or tarnish down in the grooves. And then I use my trusty polishing cloth to polish all the rest off the upper surfaces so that it will darken the lines in this stamping and bring out the design a little bit easier for everyone to see. So I'm going to get up and actually hold this closer to the camera so you can see the detail in it. So here is the stamping. It's on a 14 millimeter sterling silver disc. And while we're at it, we might as well put the tree of life on the other side. If my cat doesn't kill me first. Okay. So again, we're going to load the blank. Put my custom holder in there. Get it centered. As best as I can. And this time we take the Tree of Life stamp, put it down into the holder that I designed, hold everything still. Of course, someone was just leaving the RV, so the camera isn't still now. Sorry about that. And line up this hammer again, and we'll give it a whack. And we have success. Good even stamping came out. That's what I like about this holder that I made, thanks to my trusty glue gun, to hold everything in place. I'm going to hold it up to the camera real close, so hopefully you'll be able to see it. It will look a lot better once it's patinaed. But that's the beautiful Tree of Life stamp. So that's on the one side. Turn it around, and you've got something that will last you a lifetime and commemorate this historic pandemic, the COVID-19 pandemic, and all the memories, all the good, all the bad that is tied to it. But it's certainly history, and you can own a piece of that history right here at earartonline.com. See the front page of my website and click on the link. You'll get more detail, more explanation on the tree of life symbolisms. I got into a little bit more detail there than I did now. But I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you buy it. Buy some for your loved ones too, your friends, your loved ones. Thank you very much for bearing with me here. I'm not much on making videos. I'm trying to get better. But we all do what we can. That's all I can tell you.